As Kenya battles the effects of greenhouse gas emissions that have led to climate change, an increasing number of firms are embracing cleaner sources of energy to reduce carbon emissions. One firm has embarked on cementing its position in the electric vehicle market, and it's transforming the country's transport sector by propelling e-mobility. CGTN's Ian Kinyua has the report.
A previously unfamiliar sight in Nairobi. An electric vehicle, or bus in this case.
We saw firsthand the pollution from these diesel vehicles and the impact that it's having on the city. This had been a discussion for me and my co-founder for quite some time. Could we work to electrify and clean up public transport here in Kenya? And when we saw that happen, we said, well, the time is now. It has to happen now.
BasiGo became the first company to launch an electric passenger bus in Kenya. They launched in March last year. This is what Bhattacharya hopes all turns electric. Privately owned minibuses are commonly referred to as matatus. They are a critical cog in Kenya's transport sector's wheel, serving more than 5 million people in the capital city of Nairobi. Such commuters remain a key target for the electric buses.
The bus operators in this sector, they are classic private sector commercial vehicle operators. They're trying to go through and provide a service, but they've had limited options. Really, they've been left with the same diesel buses they've been using for the last 15, 20 years, and nobody's come in with an alternative. Nobody's come in with a way to make their business better. And we saw this. We saw the impact of this in 2022, where in April of 2022, we had the fuel crisis here in Kenya.
The buses offer a range of 250 kilometers per charge, offering a reliable and green alternative to the diesel engines.
When we think about Nairobi and the way that the city of Nairobi is growing, and especially when we become a city of 10 million people in the next 5 to 10 years, if all of us are in our own passenger cars, the level of congestion in the city, how is the city going to survive? We need to build public transport infrastructure that is appealing, that is comfortable, that is convenient, that is smart and on demand in order to enable the growth of this city in the years to come.
Assembly is being done in Kenya through a collaboration between Kenya's Associated Vehicle Assemblers and Chinese brand Build Your Dreams. They target to assemble at least 130 buses this year. The 25-seater buses will each retail at $37,600.
Our vehicles have now traveled over 190,000 kilometers. They've carried over 250,000 people, and we've been able to witness in real time the response of passengers. So not just us, the SACCOs, the drivers. There is a love for these buses. They're recognizing this is the future of what public transport should look like within this country.
The company projects to make more than 1,000 electric buses in the next 3 years and create more than 400 jobs. Under the deal with Beyond Your Dreams, Associated Vehicle Assemblers will assemble 33-seater buses as it seeks to phase out the buses used in its pilot project. Ian Kinyua, CGTN.